hello. So, some modifications on my own. They're not permanent. They can be removed. Okay. But, for originality, Submit 5A2, receiver. Having fun with it. It's coming along fine. It's very sensitive now and picks up all kinds of interesting signals. So what did I do? Okay, I noticed that this transformer, let's see, this one over here, little fella over here. Where am I here? Will get kind of too warm in my opinion, as well as this power transformer here. Okay, so I made this thing to fit over this 5Y3 tube. This fella here, it's pretty hot, so it's sucking up a lot of the heat. It's sort of like a chimney. It's got ventilation underneath. They suck it up in the air. Okay, so I'll put that here. And then I added, I'll put this down here, see. 5Y3 dual diode tube. Now this is just mounted on top of the transformer, not bolted or anything. It's just sitting there, so it'll suck off excess heat. And I'll put a side plate here, this thing here, so it'll suck off excess heat as well. So my opinion is that when they built these, the 5Y3 is way too close to sensitive areas. So is this capacitor, which I bypassed, it's cool. Transformer is cool. So I had it running, picking up signals. Yeah, everything is nice now. So this can stay here. It can be removed for originality, but these are just permanent, not permanent, but temporary structures to suck away heat. Now, I did recap this underneath with modern capacitors. I left the original here. I just unclipped it and added other capacitors. I'll be doing more capacitor snipping out kind of thing with the smaller ones when the capacitors arrive. Brand new, but why not? I mean, what the hell? Because some of the old capacitors go funky over time, and this is built in 52, I believe. Yeah, built in 52, Collins receiver. Some of the military ones don't really need recapping because they are all super strong capacitors, like the R390s. Well, some of the electrolytics need adjustment or reforming. A lot of people do that too. So anyway, no problem. I'm having fun doing it. Doesn't take long to do it. It's also got a 6SN7 valve tube here. This really is for narrowband FM. And there's an addition over here. Look at the 6CB6 valve tube. Because these come with two octal-based sockets, but one has been modified to the pin type tubes as for adapters and things like that. So it came with this 6SN7, so somebody had fun with it. Also, I readjusted the dial, took it all apart, mechanical, cleaned it, adjusted it, and it turns nice. Everything works great on it now. So the only thing left to do is get those other caps in, which take about maybe an hour. Just snip out the old ones, put the new ones in underneath. That is. So I'm quite happy with it. Now with the adapters, the heat's being sucked away pretty fast, so things that get hot are not really, I don't like it. But kind of call it getting warm. Too warm in my opinion. So I've been feeding this antenna here to it. My loop antenna, which is going to mount up here. Get it outside and use a tree and a rope and just pull that part up. Stick it in the top. And the wires back in. I'm using right now, also I have a long wire antenna, but I'm using this fellow to test it out, the receiver. So That's what I'm doing today. So I got a lot of videos to upload. Keeps me out of trouble. And it's fun. I love it. Restoration of anything that's old, that is. I guess the biggest restoration, one of the biggest restorations, is the computer. Off the warship, 1943, target designation, system 1,000 pounds. I took it all apart, cleaned and put it all back together, works just fine. That's one of them. No, it's the first one of the old guns that were through a fire and all that. So brag, 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 John. Brag, brag, brag. So all this stuff already checked. And looks good. Yeah, so checked this guy the other day. Did him a few days ago. The old fellow, I call it. This is all got to be arranged and connected, interconnected, tested. No problem. So yeah, so anyway, all these things have been checked out by me. All of them, actually. Some are good, some are need a little bit of modification or repair, so I get to that. All these have been checked out. Some don't need, well, check it out. Okay, it's all okay, which is good. Mr. Waddlepuss. Mr. Waddlepuss. This is a recent accumulation. All checked out, all working fine. Even down there, and all this up here, and all over the place. So here's that computer. Servos and synchros and motors and gears, and a really fun project. Wow. Not too long ago, but oh well. I got all these Oerlikon cannon mounts to get together, for Pete's sake. I just need somebody to come around and weld on that. Get inspired. I do the craziest damn things in restoration, Doctor. Anyway, this is done here. That one I did after my COVID adventure, which lasted a week or two. It didn't affect me that much. It made me slightly tired, but wow. Oh well, again, experience. That's important. I like learning stuff. This is another one after COVID. Huh. Oh well, this is a recent. That's for Mr. Alec and the top part somewhere in the United States. I got the Navy ship stuff here too. Oh, what was that Windhex part I wanted to show somebody? That's over here somewhere, I think. This is all done. You got to be fast. You got to be like a medical doctor, you know. You got all the patients arriving a day, you know, and do it. Get them back to running around. One way of looking at it, I suppose. So yeah, it's been a good adventure. Learn a hell of a lot. All machine tools and everything else I like doing. And guns and stuff. But you do it fast. So I'm learning a lot, I hope.